The fanboys are going to hate me for this one. But here we go. Oh boy. Kenny Pickett was a better draft prospect than Drew Allar. By far. It's not close. If you look at the next-gen stats from that draft that year, Kenny scored an 82 on athleticism, which was the second highest in the class, and 84 as an overall prospect. That's first of all quarterbacks. Comparatively, Drew Allar scored a 73 and a 72 respectively. Those were 7th and 5th best ranks. And a production score from Next Gen Stats, meaning what Drew Allar did in college, he scored a 69, which is a failing grade. Now, if we just look at the stats, say whatever, Next Gen, let's ignore that. Kenny Pickett threw 42 touchdowns in his final season at Pitt. In Drew Allar's final 20 games at Penn State, we're talking basically a year and a half, he had 32 touchdowns. Kenny Pickett had a 67% completion percentage his final year, Drew Allar 64.8. But that's not where I'm calling Kenny a better prospect. Let's look at the big games. This is where Drew Allar really struggles. Versus Ohio State in 2023, he was 18 of 42. That's a 42% completion percentage. He threw 190 yards. He looked overwhelmed by the blitz. He threw late in the windows, and he went 1 for 16 on third down conversions. Michigan, same year, 10 of 22, a 45% completion percentage, 70 yards passing in a Big Ten clash. Ohio State 2024, he was 12 of 20, 146 yards, no touchdown, 1 pick. Then you look at the Big Ten Championship versus Oregon in 2024, he was 21 of 38, a 55% completion percentage, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. You look at the film, his footwork broke down, and he missed a lot of easy throws. Now let's look at Kenny Pickett's big game moments. ACC Championship versus Wake Forest, 253 yards passing, 65% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, and a 58-yard rush, which was highlighted by the fake slide, which ended up changing NCAA rules, which led Pitt to its first ever ACC title. Clemson 2021, same thing, 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, facing a good defense. Kenny Pickett picked them apart. North Carolina, Miami, 2021, same thing. Kenny Pickett in those 2 games, 6 touchdowns combined. So you can get excited about Drew Allar. I'm not saying not to. He's got a cannon of an arm. He's somewhat athletic. He looks the part. But you have to look at the moxie, the big game results over the course of his career. Even Kenny Pickett, who many would say was a bust at this point of his career, his heroics still showed up in the NFL. You might think I'm crazy, but if you look at the Ravens game in 2023, it's week 17, it's cold. The Steelers are down. They needed an 80-yard drive to win the game, trailing 13-9. And under heavy pressure, Kenny Pickett orchestrated an 11-play, 80-yard game-winning drive, which was culminated with a touchdown to Najee Harris with 56 seconds left in the game, which also led Kenny, not to mention, to become the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to throw game-winning touchdowns in the final minute of back-to-back games. Which makes me wonder, will Drew Allar ever have the moxie, the leadership, the wherewithal in the NFL to have that big moment gene? Because he certainly didn't in college, and those things seem to translate.